Hey guys, so I thought I'd share something real quick. Nothing fancy, just doing a little bit of a guac. I had about maybe 3 avocados that we had there. We're turning a little bit, so yeah, let's put them to use. Usually I like to eat them with sandwiches or just, doing all these other different things like, well, really just sandwiches or guac. But just gonna show some real quick as far as how we could typically do them or just other uses for them. Here I got a little bit of parsley. Usually with the parsley, I don't take the whole stem. I actually like to take just the actual leaves themselves. Just because I'm not too crazy for cilantro. I know I just said parsley. They look the same to me. But I'm not too crazy about cilantro. And I think it's more of a texture thing. I like the flavor, but I don't like the texture of crunching on the stems, if that makes sense. So I just take the leaves themselves. And then from there, I'll just finely chop them. When it comes to chopping finely, especially when it comes to herbs and whatnot, I like to do that boat chopping method where you just go from heel to toe. So I'll usually stick with that whenever it comes to just trying to finely chop things. So I'll put that in there. We'll do that. I had a tomato as well. We're gonna put some lime in there. I'm actually just gonna rinse this one off pretty quick. Lost my towel. Same thing with this one. Nothing too crazy.
You're doing really good.
And I know there's no kids right now, but there's one in the background if you can hear them. I know the channel is Cooking with Kids. Really haven't had a chance to get together with them to do some things, baking. I know we baked something this past weekend, but we just didn't get around to bringing it on the camera. So usually depending on how much guac you're doing, if it's, it also depends on the size really, as far as how many tomatoes you want to use. I know typically for about 3 small avocados, I'll just use 1 tomato. And again, I know that's probably personal preference as far as how much you want to put in there. One thing I never add, especially if it's just me and my family eating in here, or they're going to be having some guac, is onions. I cannot stand onions whatsoever. So I usually leave those out. And here, this. And this isn't nothing prepared or anything like that. I just decided, what the heck? I'm doing a little bit of guac. Why not shoot something quick? So got that. Do a little bit of pepper. And at this point, I think it's really just preference, personal preference. Once we're done with that, just get to it. And the good thing about the lime, and you can add lemon if you want, but I know, and a lot of people probably know this too already, it's common knowledge, I like to think. I like to add a little bit extra lime sometimes, just to slow down the oxidation even more. So yeah, if you want to add 2, I don't see why not, especially if you like that extra acidity and tanginess, why not? there it goes. I think that does it. All right. Hope you guys enjoy it.